What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Eric from Bolts and Banter here with another review video, and today we are taking a look at the Ancel FX2000 OBD2 tester and code reader. Shout out to Ancel for sending one of these over for us to test. We are going to be working with this 2018 TRD off-road 4Runner, and we are going to be seeing what the basic features of this tester are and how quickly it can go ahead and diagnose any problems with this vehicle. Before we go ahead and hook it up to the car, what you get in the box is pretty simple. You get the code reader itself, the FX2000 unit. You get some silica gel. You get the cable that connects to the OBD reader and then to your OBD2 port on the car, a USB-A to micro USB cable, and you also get this USB-A to micro SD card adapter that you can plug into your computer. I'm gonna assume that's because this comes with an SD card and you can transfer the data that way. So I'm not sure why they give you a USB-A to SD card adapter. I'm gonna check out the owner's manual that's underneath all of the things that you get in the box. I'll quickly read that. I know that you can print out a data stream to your PC, but I don't know where the SD card comes into play. The unit itself is really nice. It's your typical layout these days. A lot of scanners, give or take, will look kind of like this. I think they're mimicking the shape of the old Snap-on Solus units, or even older than that. If you know what Snap-on unit this is trying to mimic the shape of, comment down below. It has a serial port here on the back, and it's not wireless, so this is wired to the car. That is pretty typical with scanners in this price range. I don't think you're going to find anything wireless, nor do I really think you need anything wireless. The connectors seem to be pretty good in quality, and I don't foresee this to have any kind of connection issues. On the bottom, you get the SD card slot, which holds a memory card, and there's also a micro USB port here, most likely going to be used to update the unit. It's important to note that the unit can only be updated on a PC. It says it right here on the quick start guide. On the front of the unit is the screen. This is a 4-inch TFT display. You get a little D-pad here and a back button, an enter button, and looks like a quotation button. So we'll find out what that does in just a moment. I'll go ahead and hook it up to the car, and then let's see what it looks like upon starting up. So the unit is very fast to start up, it only takes a couple seconds, and then the main menu here is diagnose, settings, and help. Not a touchscreen, we just checked that to see if it was. But the screen resolution is pretty good. Let's turn the beeping off like we always have to, because that's super annoying. All right, we're working on a 2018 Toyota 4Runner TRD off-road. All right, no DTCs in this ECU. It completed all the readiness checks. One of the 10 checks is not supported. Okay, so here's what the menu looks like. A little outdated, I would say. A little clunky, but I think a lot of these units are going to be the same level of clunkiness. As long as it gets the job done, no issues with that. Right there, this vehicle has no fault codes. I like the user interface here. It's quicker than some of the other scanners in this price range. This menu is nice. It's easy to use. I like the buttons. The rubber buttons feel very nice as well. Some other scanners have a different button layout, a little difficult to use. This is very intuitive. I'd say very similar to much more expensive scanners. Let's go ahead and start the engine and do a couple more tests. And let me move the camera around and show you guys what it looks like from my point of view. Let's just go through some of the features on the onboard monitoring menu. Check out the data stream. Here's what we can see on the graph portion of the data stream. And let's check out what the vehicle info menu looks like. I think that's a translation error where it says hints instead of progress. Not a big deal though. This was the startability malfunction that I mentioned earlier in the video. Just one of those mysterious Toyota codes. I've had other scanners as well. They'll all say that same mysterious startability. Even if you use a Toyota TechStream, that'll still come up. One thing I do want to check is if it has visibility on automatic transmission fluid sensor, mostly because I want to see if you can monitor transmission temperature and use this scanner to help you with flushing or filling the transmission with fluid. Okay, so there was no transmission temperature option in the data stream, but let's go ahead and click travel mileage, and it's given us mileage in kilometers. That is the correct mileage in kilometers, though this vehicle does have about 56,000 miles, so that is correct. So that does it for this quick little review of the Ancel FX2000. I hope you guys enjoyed that little walkthrough of the diagnostic menu, the data stream menu, as well as the other various tests that it can perform. I think if you have a late model vehicle, something that is anywhere from 10 years old to 5 years old or older than that, this is a good tool to have in your garage. It is very aggressively priced and it can do much more than the basic pocket scanner. Speaking of pocket scanners, you guys might have one of these pocket scanners right here and be wondering why you would need to upgrade from this to this. It's very simply put, this can only read codes, so this will only be able to help you if you have a check engine light and you're trying to point yourself in the right direction. This doesn't give you a data stream capability or the ability to print out your data streams that you've recorded onto the memory card onto the PC. By the way, that is what we found out the SD card was for. So you can go ahead and record using the record button over here. It will record to the SD card and then you can plug that into your computer and then print out the recorded data streams from there. As I mentioned before, I think that this scanner is quite a good scanner to have if you don't already have a similar scanner like this. If you have something that does all of this and more, then no reason to really upgrade or add an additional scanner to your garage. But again, if you only have a pocket scanner and you're looking to take the next step forward in DIY automotive repair, this is a good place to start looking. And let's go ahead and see. This car is going to throw a check engine light, and that's not going to go away after initial startup. Let's turn the lights off. All right, so we have a couple of lights on the dash, traction's off, and we also have that check engine light. I'm going to go ahead and plug in the Ancel FX2000 because this is YouTube and we are doing a little bit of magic here. Full disclosure, I did unplug the mass airflow sensor and that's why we are getting the code. Okay, booting. Okay, let's scan the car. North America. Engine. Read fault data. Alright, so getting a bunch of MAF errors. Okay, so let's go back to the main menu as well and let's see what the OBD2 says. Okay, there's a DTC. Let's read those codes. Okay, so we get P0102, and that is a generic mass airflow sensor error. If we press the book button, we can actually get some help. There we go. So now this describes what the error is. Of course, like I said, we know what is actually wrong with the car. Let's go ahead and plug that sensor back in. Alright, so the hood is shut, we plugged in the connector again, we're still getting that check engine light. Let's read the code once again. Got the same code. Let's go ahead and erase those codes. Alright, code's cleared. Let's start it up. Nice. All right, so that does it for this quick little segment on how to read and clear codes with the Ancel FX2000. Again, you're probably watching this video to purchase a code reader for that specific purpose, so very important that we include that in this video. All right, guys, that does it for this video. I want to thank you guys once again for watching, and as I mentioned, if you're interested in one of these, check out the link in the description below to purchase one on Amazon. I think price-wise, it's very aggressively priced and very competitive for its price range. It can do a lot of what other more pricier units can do at a fraction of the price. So if you're on a budget and you're looking to check out what problems your car might have and do a DIY fix, this is definitely something that you need in your tool arsenal. Like I said, I'll post a link in the description to the FX2000 on Amazon below. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to drop a comment. And if you guys want to see more car product reviews on this channel, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to Bolts and Banter. Once again, I'm Eric from Bolts and Banter. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.